In the 1800s, two powerful forces stood on a collision course. One was the expanding British Empire, determined to control trade and territory across Africa. The other was the mighty Ashanti Empire, rich in gold, deeply organized, and fiercely independent. This wasn't a simple fight. It was a clash of ambition, culture, and sovereignty. This is the complete story of the Ashanti versus the British. By the 18th century, under leaders like the Ashanti had grown from small states into a powerful empire. Their capital, Kumasi, became a center of trade, politics, and culture. They controlled gold routes. They had a disciplined army. They were united under the sacred Golden Stool symbol of the Ashanti soul. Meanwhile, the British had trading posts along the coast of modern Ghana. At first, it was business, but business slowly turned into power struggles. The British wanted control of trade routes, access to gold and resources, political dominance in the region. The Ashanti wanted independence, control of inland trade, protection of their sovereignty. Neither side was willing to back down, and so began a series of wars known as the Anglo-Ashanti Wars. The first war broke out in 1824. British forces underestimated the Ashanti army. The Ashanti were highly organized and skilled in strategy. In early battles, the Ashanti defeated British-led troops, proving they were not an easy target. For decades, conflict continued on and off. Sometimes treaties were signed, sometimes fighting resumed. Neither side gained full control. In 1874, British forces launched a major military campaign. With more advanced weapons and reinforcements from Jamaica, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, they marched toward Kumasi. The city was eventually captured and burned. This was a devastating moment for the Ashanti. But even then, the empire was not completely defeated. Resistance continued. By 1896, the British were no longer negotiating. They were advancing, armed, organized, determined. Another war was coming. In Kumasi, the atmosphere was heavy. Chiefs gathered, warriors prepared. The people waited. At the center of it all stood the Asanahin. Prempeh I knew what war meant. He had seen villages destroyed. He had seen families separated. He had seen the cost of pride mixed with gunpowder. The British demanded submission. Many expected resistance, but Prempeh I did something no one saw coming. He chose his people over his throne. Rather than call thousands to battle, rather than let Kumasi burn again, he walked forward, calm/dignified, unarmed. He allowed himself to be taken, not because he was defeated in spirit, but because he refused to let his people bleed for a war he knew they could not win at that moment. It was not surrender born from fear. It was sacrifice born from responsibility. He was sent into exile, far from the Golden Stool, far from his homeland. But in that moment, he proved something powerful. A true king does not only fight for his kingdom, sometimes he suffers for it. And though the British removed him from the land, they could not remove the Ashanti spirit. In 1900, British officials demanded to sit on the Golden Stool. For the Ashanti, this was unacceptable. The Golden Stool was sacred. When many male leaders hesitated, one woman stood up. Yaa Asantewaa, Queen Mother of Ejisu, called the people to fight. She led the War of the Golden Stool. Though the British eventually gained control, Yaa Asantewaa became a symbol of courage and resistance. After 1901, the Ashanti territory was officially made a British colony. Political power shifted, but Ashanti culture did not disappear. Their traditions, chieftaincy system, festivals, and identities survived. Today, the Ashanti Kingdom still exists as a traditional authority in Ghana. The Golden Stool remains protected. The Asanahin still reigns. The Ashanti versus the British. It was not just a war, it was a fight for identity, sovereignty, and dignity. The British gained political control, but the Ashanti kept their spirit, and that legacy still lives on in modern Ghana.